Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today's video, I'm actually going to share with you guys how much I made on YouTube being monetized in my first month, which was a little ways back. It was back in April of 2022. And so I'm coming up a little over a year now on being monetized. And I just wanted to be transparent and show you guys exactly what I made, what all went into that, and what I think helped and what maybe could have been better. First things first, I think you need to know a couple things about being monetized, and that's how you even get monetized, what goes into it. And the first thing is that to be monetized, you need to apply for it. But you don't qualify to apply until you have 1,000 subscribers or more and at least 4,000 hours of watch time. That's currently what they're expecting out of applicants. And so you have to apply, and honestly, for any reason, YouTube can deny you. But if you're not denied and you're accepted, that's what it takes to get monetized, meaning your monies can start to have ad revenue from AdSense, Google AdSense, and make money when people watch those ads that are placed on your videos. Depending on if it's a short or a video, there are different types of ads that can be placed on your videos. And for every niche, there's actually a specific amount that companies have to pay to place ads on your videos. And some niches pay higher than others, and you need to know exactly how much your niche is paying. And that's really gonna be what everything is based on. Alongside this, when your videos are longer, there are more ads that can play throughout your video, and you can make more on those videos than on like a short. And so if you have a longer video that people continue to watch and they watch 3 or 4 ads throughout your video, as opposed to just one at the beginning or one in one short video, you're gonna make more money on that video than you would otherwise. Lastly, what's really important is when you get monetized, depending on how many videos you have out, that's really gonna help you propel how much money you make. If you have 5 videos that are doing really, really great at the time that you get monetized, and they keep doing great, you're gonna get more money because there are 5 videos as opposed to maybe 1 or 2. When I got monetized in April of 2022, I really had 2 big hit videos that were doing really, really well as opposed to everything else. I had a few that were okay, not great, in a couple thousand views, and then the rest were like either nothing or just a couple hundred. And so it was really these 2 videos and maybe 2 or 3 other ones that were really driving the revenue to my channel from AdSense. So for that first big month, if you understand taxes at all, which is what my videos were about, April is a huge month, the first 2 weeks especially. And so it really drove a lot of revenue to my channel. And I was just lucky that I was monetized right before the end of tax season. And in that month alone, I actually made over $1,600, $1,689.23 exactly. And those 2 big videos actually brought in about $800, just those 2 videos alone. And then everything else came from the bunch of other videos I had, which was like 20 of them. But I'm gonna actually dive into analytics and show you exactly what it looks like and where that revenue came in. My RPM at that time, just for that month, I took a look at it and it was around $28. So that's huge. It's a really high RPM. That's what I was getting paid per 1,000 views at that time, just for the month of April. And obviously that RPM changes depending on what section of time you're looking at. But for that first month, it was a huge month for me. I was not expecting that, and it was just great. So let's dive into analytics. Okay, so if you've never seen analytics, this is what it looks like. I know, it's super groovy. This just shows a chart over time, and I've actually customized it to just show that first month that I was monetized. Obviously, you can see kind of where I started to get monetized, and it was just going higher and higher each day. Like I said, this trend actually for my niche was this way because of tax season. Obviously, you can tell that there are some procrastinators out there who really wanted to wait till the last day. That was my most profitable day. And you can see here even that my most profitable video was that step-by-step tutorial for TurboTax, and that made $120.29. The next one was how to get an extension. Again, you procrastinators. Another one was an extension. And so that just shows you that. But if you scroll down, you can see the revenue, $16.89 there. And it actually breaks it down by video. Like I said, I did have a couple of videos that were out at that time. And so you can scroll down and see that they were all there. I know I had some that made 0 that I had turned off, coming all the way up to, a couple bucks, and then all the way to $7.93, just my new 2022 TurboTax video. And again,
overall, for all the videos that I had out at that time, in that first month, I made $1,689.23 with an average RPM of 2672 and 63,000 views. So not bad for a first month. YouTube does pay on a schedule, and it's like you get it basically the month after, and so they're kind of behind a month. They have to verify everything. Sometimes this changes, that's why it says estimated revenue. If you have taxes coming out of it, that comes out of it as well. But that is literally what I made in the first month, and like I said, it was really based off those two videos that did really, really well. Technically three videos, I guess. My tax extension video did decently and was catching up to the first TurboTax video as well, but really based just off a few videos. And I think that's going to be the case for a lot of channels where, we have videos that do really, really well and some that just kind of fall off. And that's totally okay. You have to kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. That's just the way of YouTube. But I think the overall goal is to have a high RPM because even if your niche has a high RPM, you as a YouTuber, you as a creator might not have the content or the views or the activity to have a high RPM. So for me, it's always really my goal to have a high RPM because that RPM is what drives the overall revenue that comes in from the channel. When I have a high RPM, I know that I'm doing well because it's an average over time and I want my average to be high. If that RPM is going down, I know that my channel isn't doing as well as it used to, and I have to make sure to stay on top of that.
What's actually kind of crazy is that even before I was monetized, I was getting ads on my videos, and because YouTube can still make money off of my videos by having companies pay for these ads without me as a creator actually getting any content. So I was confused because one time I think my husband had logged on and opened my video and tried to look at it, and I had a TurboTax ad on my video before I was monetized. And I was so upset, but I just wanted to forewarn you guys, that is something that can totally happen. If your video is doing really well and ads are going to be profitable, they can be placed on your videos before you're monetized and you're not going to make any money off of them. I really think that I could have made more money if my videos are more interactive. I definitely just kind of sat there and the screen went and I didn't have anything fun popping up, or didn't, aside from making jokes here and there, I didn't really drive the audience to continue watching, and they really had to want to watch the video to watch the video. And so I think if it was more interactive, it definitely would have held someone's attention longer and they would have seen all the ads placed throughout the video. Lastly, like I said, I had a lot of videos going at the time. It's great if you have a lot, even if they don't have a lot of people watching them, to just have a lot of videos and lead them, one to the next to the next. Like if you want to watch this, then that will help with your revenue in that first month and, and going on, because it just multiplies to have, make a few dollars in this video while you're making a few dollars in this video and this one and this one and this one. And that just continues to multiply over time. You're going to continue to make money. It might not be where you want it to be, but you're going to have a better chance at having a higher income from YouTube by having a lot of content on there. That's actually all I have for today. I just wanted to review what I made, how I got there, what I thought really went into it, and a few points for you guys to take away. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, you can leave your channel for me to check out too. I would love to see it if you're a small YouTuber. And I'll see you guys in the next video.